Welcome to Sports Talk with King Von. Today is Thursday. Thursday is one of my favorite days to watch football in the week. I like it better than Sunday games because Thursday night games I can give all my attention to one game compared to a Thursday or a Sunday slate where I have to flip between game to game to game. I don't know, it's just something about Thursday night. It just gets me going. Beginning of a football week, nothing better. Except if two good teams actually play each other. That would make it better. This week we have the Washington Commanders versus the Bears. Funko Poe's going to be upset, but I believe the Commanders are going to roll the Chicago Bears. I just think the defense is too good, and the Bears' offense has already looked sketchy at times. I just think that the Commies will win, and the Bears will go down to 0-4. Here's a 6-leg parlay you can place for tonight's game. Washington to cover the spread. Washington to get a sack at any point in the game. The Bears give up some of the most sacks anywhere in the league. It doesn't help your odds very much, but it's pretty much free money at that point. Antonio Gibson over 13.5 receiving yards. He is their pass catching back. And with this bad Chicago secondary, I believe Gibson will get over 13 yards. Brian Robinson anytime touchdown. The Bears are also bad at run defense, and Brian Robinson is a top 5 running back in the league this year. 2 and 2 together, that means Brian Robinson's gonna go off today. Logan Thomas over 2.5 receptions. Before Logan Thomas' concussion, Sam Howell loved Logan Thomas. And last week, it didn't really show, but this week I think it will. 2.5 just seems really low for a quarterback that loves to throw to his tight ends. And last part of the parlay would be both teams to score a touchdown in each half. I think even though Washington's going to cover the spread, I believe it's going to be a somewhat decent scoring game because the Bears are just going to have so many chances. So I believe each team could score a touchdown each half. Here are some starts and sits for you going into this week. Burrow and Carr. You should sit both of them. Because technically they're not hurt. They're going to be playing, but they are injured. Even if their team says they're not, they are injured. And they're going to play like they're injured. So you should just go around them and not even risk them. Because Burrow is good when he's healthy, but Zach Taylor keeps playing him when he's hurt, which means he's going to be bad. And I told you so. That's all I can say if you start him. JT and Cooper Kupp will both be playing this weekend for sure. They might not have the load, but they are going to be starting. So if you're 0-4 or 1-3 and need a change up, it may be time to put one of those in. Okay, let's talk about some baseball now. All 4 of the Wild Card series wrapped up in 2 games today. The Rangers beat the Rays, the D-backs beat the Brew Crew, the Twins beat the Blue Jays, and the Phillies beat the Marlins. Let's look into the ALDS this coming Saturday. We can start it with the Rangers versus the Orioles. The Orioles were the best team in the AL, but just for some reason, I don't think it was a playoff drought for so long. I think they'll be too inexperienced, and the Rangers are gonna pull out this series with all of their experienced pitching compared to the Orioles' super young team. Then you have the Dodgers versus the Diamondbacks, where I do think the Diamondbacks can pull up an upset over the Dodgers. I think it could happen. I'm not predicting it to happen. I think the Dodgers will win the series. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Diamondbacks ended up pulling it out. The Twins versus the Astros. This is one of the easiest series I can predict. Astros will win by a landslide. The Twins are bad. The Twins are not good. I don't know how they got past the Blue Jays. It was luck. And then the Braves versus the Phillies. The Phillies have looked pretty dominant versus the Marlins, but the Marlins were fighting for a playoff spot. And this Brave team is the best in the whole entire baseball league. Not just the NL, but AL and NL, they're the best team. So even even though the Phillies are good, I think the Braves are just too much to handle. I think it's going to be a closer series than what most people are expecting. But at the end, I think the Braves are going to win. Thank you for watching Sports Talk with King Bob.